Ahead on Talk of Alabama. How about a little Lebanese to start your Monday morning off? We've got Chef Naji from Naji's Pita Gourmet in our kitchen. We'll be over there in just a minute.
And it's almost spring, and that means spring cleaning, and it's a great
And welcome back to Talk of Alabama. Well, joining us today in the kitchen is a new face. We have Naji Constantine from Naji's Pita Gourmet in Hoover. Welcome to the show, sir.
Thank you.
Thanks for being here. What did you say this was described as?
This is kind of like a light, summery kitchen sink kind of a dish. It's more of a salad, and you basically, there are no rules. You can get whatever vegetables you have in your refrigerator. You don't use a whole lot of dressings, right? It's very light, very healthy for you.
Yeah.
And you can put anything that you want in it. If you have chicken in the refrigerator that you wanna do something with, this is something that you can do it with. Or you can do steak, you can do shrimp, you can do any vegetables that you like. The main thing or flavors in this dish come from the sumac and the thyme and the extra virgin olive oil. All of which is very, very healthy and very good for you.
Well, let's start. I see you've got a head of lettuce here.
And we got a head of lettuce, and what we're going to do is we're just going to take a few leaves of the lettuce here, and we're going to chop everything in not too fine, but and kind of like basically on the lettuce. What I do is I just.
Is this romaine lettuce or what kind of lettuce?
This is romaine lettuce. Okay. I prefer to use romaine or a green leaf lettuce to the iceberg because of the nutritional value in these items.
Because the greener the better it is for you, right?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. The greener the lettuce is, the better it is for you. We're going to use some of the lettuce, and this salad is more vegetable-y than it is lettucey.
So it's a vegetable chicken salad of sorts.
Yeah, yeah. And what you do is you basically get the tomato, and you're going to cut everything again, and not too fine of a texture, because you want to be able to basically get into it with the fork and not have it fall off of your forks.
Oh, I gotcha. Okay.
So you want to cut the tomatoes into bite-sized
cubes,
kind of like that.
Okay.
Okay.
Use a whole tomato?
We use a whole tomato.
Okay.
And then we're going to do the same thing with the bell pepper. Again, the bell pepper, what I do is I cut the top off right here.
Okay.
And we get rid of the impurities here, and we just
gut it out.
Get the inside out. And
now, are tomatoes technically in season right now?
Tomatoes are.
What about peppers?
Are coming out of Florida this time of year. Usually, the Alabama weather, the Alabama tomatoes is a little bit too early for those. But when you do the peppers, again, you're going to cut them not too fine, just kind of bite size like this.
Okay.
They're always in season somewhere. That's we try to get as much of the vegetables as we can locally. But when we can't get them locally, obviously some of the vendors that at the farmers market will bring them in from out of state. Again, the parsley, we're going to chop it a little bit coarse, not as fine as you would for tabbouleh.
Okay.
We get rid of this like this.
And as far as the washing or the prep work for this, that is done before?
Yeah, absolutely. Yes, ma'am. Okay. Everything is done before. And you're going to cut the parsley a little bit chunkier, not as because it helps with the presentation when it's a little bit more leafy than it would be if you were making tabbouleh, for example.
Okay, gotcha. Okay. You dump that in there.
And you dump that in there. And then what we do with the chicken here, and we have the oil already heating and ready, is you can saute it in olive oil or you can grill it. It's up to you. This has been marinated in some Middle Eastern seasonings. Let me get some.
Well, I'm going to let you make this chicken. I see you've got some olive oil in your hot skillet, so you're going to basically cook this, and we'll be back with you to check in, okay, to see how that's coming along.
All right, sounds great. Thank you so much.
In the meantime, we've got
with Chef Naji. What's going on over there?
Hey, we are making some salads. Well, really, he is making a fabulous salad. I'm just watching along for the ride. And, Chef, I want to show our viewers at home what it looks like. During the commercial break, you cooked off the chicken, essentially, put a little olive oil on a skillet, and then cut it up finely diced pieces and laid it over your salad, which you added a little bit of onion and some more seasoning.
We did add sumac and thyme and sesame mix and olive oil. This is probably one of the healthiest dishes that we fix. Sometimes we toast some pita bread and we put it in there to give it a little bit of a crunchy value, but you don't have to have the pita bread if you're cutting on the carbs. And essentially, this salad is the Weight Watcher folks that were here earlier would have loved it because it has absolutely olive oil, seasonings, vegetables. It has very little fat in it, whatever's in the chicken, and we try to trim all that off as much as we can. Just because it's healthy, it doesn't mean that it doesn't have to taste good. It actually tastes amazing. The sumac is a citrusy flavor, and the thyme is just it gives it a flavor explosion that is just unbelievable.
Oh my goodness! Well, we're gonna taste it at the end of the show, okay?
All right.
So save it for us.
No problem.
We'll be right back. Keep it right there. More talk of Alabama straight ahead, just after this commercial break. Stay with us. And here we are back in the kitchen with Chef Naji, and you've got the salad ready to go.
Ready to go. I hope you enjoy it.
It's very tasty.
No, it's as good for you as it is good tasting. I hope you really enjoy it.
Now, you've got 2 locations. We're going to let Ebony taste this and give us a thumbs up.
I'm always the one that ends up eating on here, but this is healthy.
This is healthy. You're allowed to eat this, Ebony.
Oh, this is mushroom. I love that.
Let me ask you this. You've got 2 locations. You've got Homewood and Hoover. And the location here in Hoover is just not very far from Mercedes.
It's between, it's on the same side of Mercedes, between Mercedes and Sam's, on the left-hand side.
On the left-hand side. How is it, Ebony? Excellent?
It's good. Sign language. It's very good. I tasted the chicken during the break, and it's even better.
Well, good.
Yeah, it's a real light place. You guys have been around for 20-some years, so obviously it's good stuff.
Well, we try very, very hard to follow the principle of we make good food that is good for you. We do everything we can to make sure our food is as healthy as it could possibly be. French fries are not healthy, but we fry ours in vegetable oil.
Oh, nice.
We do everything we can to make things healthy.
Thank you, Chef. We've got to go.
Yep, that's all the time we have today on Talk of Alabama. We'll see you again tomorrow. Next news at 11.